Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be a GM game between Ruff and ETpwnHome here on King's Cove, the latter edition. Bottom right-hand corner is the Red Zerg player ETpwnHome. You guys, crazy coincidence. I cast this guy back in 2017. He was a Diamond Zerg player. I cast him for Mid-Rank Madness. I'm going to put a link in the description to see how much he's improved. He was Diamond back in 2017, and he's GM here in 2019. That is a pretty meteoric rise. In the top left-hand corner, we have the blue Terran player. It is Ruff. Ruff is known for his mech, man. He loves mech. He will make mech happen in every situation known to man and known to Terran. And I'm just really excited for Hellbats and Thors and Liberators and all sorts of crazy good stuff out there. Everything that meching Terran players can do. Ruff has been doing mech for a very long time, through the good times and through the bad times. And we'll see how ETpwnHome here can handle it. Again, this guy was on the channel back in 2017, May, I think, of 2017. If I forgot to put a link in the description, remind me, and I'll put it in there. Okay, great. So, ETpwnHome went for a hatch first extractor pool play without drone scouting, which again is risky here, but Ruff is not known for his proxy play. If you know who Ruff is, look at him, double gassing. Double gas. One rack walling off here. He might expand behind this, but this is the play of a meching player. You get the double gas early, and then you roll with it through the rest of the game. Let that snowball into delicious mech units. What the? Okay. All right, man. Ruff is going Ghost Academy at 1 minute and 52 seconds. Ghost Academy's build fast, too. Holy smokes, it's a Ghost Rush. All right, the good news for ETpwnHome is he's going to see this. His Overlord is cruising up this way. Nerd it. Come on. You can do it. Scout it. He sees it. He sees the Ghost Academy and is like, wait, what? Ghost Academy? What is happening right now? It's a fair question, man. Who rushes Ghost in ZVT? Apparently Ruff does. Ruff does all that stuff. His gas was not for mech units. It was for Ghost. Is he going for upgrades for these dudes? Doesn't look like it. I don't see personal cloaking on the way. So, so no cloaked ghosts. But again, amazing against Zerglings and really great against drones too. That bonus damage versus light is incredible. All right, he's going to try to kill this Overlord with steady targeting. Does he have enough energy for it? He does. Bam, and the Overlord dies. What the? Where's the Overlord death noise? That was very strange. All right, so I mean, at this point, if you're ETpwnHome, I guess you toss down Spore Crawlers, right? You're worried about Cloak possibly on this dude, although early on, he used a lot of his energy on doing steady targeting, so he's not cloaked now. But later, maybe he could be. I'm really surprised that ETpwnHome is not going for any kind of detection at all, not rushing to lair, not getting spores. He's just going to deal with this one ghost, no problemo. And really, there isn't a problem here, I don't think. Queen, Ling, pretty much good enough here. If they were Speedlings, it'd be better. Right? This ghost control, pretty amazing out of Ruff right now. Bam, bam. Getting rid of those dudes. Get out of here. Another ghost on the way. There's another one already out. So we're at 3 ghosts and a tank. And speed is done. And now the ghost needs to go home. I think the ghost knows the timing. Ruff knows that if you stick around too long and there are Speedlings and you're a Reaper or you're a ghost or something like that, you're going to get surrounded and murdered because you're not fast enough to run away. Natural base under construction here for Ruff. ETpwnHome has a third already because his timings are pretty fantastic so far. Ling's cruising around the left side. A Baneling bust would be kind of insane right now. He doesn't have a Baneling nest, so that's going to be problematic. And he can't get through that wall. What are you doing, man? What are these Lings for? He was trying to find the ghost, I think, but couldn't find him, and as a result, he's just heading on back home. But a bust would be pretty amazing. I mean, that tank setup there, if you bring a Ling in and absorb that first tank shot and then just Baneling through this and then Ling surround, I think this is pretty vulnerable. This is more vulnerable than your average attack would be, or average defense would be with a Terran who is not going for this weird ghost opening. I feel like I'd want to do that. The problem is he's blind, right? He doesn't have vision over there because the Overlord got steady targeted and destroyed. Roach Warren is the choice of tech for ETpwnHome as APM check is 197. He's playing real fast. Again, this dude was Diamond. He was Diamond 2 years ago, and now he's GM. It makes me so happy to see people grow up and improve at StarCraft and get better. Even though I can't ever get past Diamond 1. It's okay. I spend a lot of time casting that I could spend actually playing the game, which I don't. But again, full-time job, wife, 3 kids, etc. You know the drill. So a lot of queens out and getting some spores, worried about possible cloaked ghosts. But guess who doesn't have cloak? Guess who doesn't have any upgrades at all for his units? Yeah, it's Ruff. However, we have a ghost drop coming on over here. Liberator in production too. So Spore Crawler is going to be useful in all situations like this. I don't know what Ruff is trying to do with these guys. I really don't. I guess, sure, Creep Tumor's down. Congratulations on that one. Cancel it! Oh, it went down. That's fine. Oh, yeah, get back up in that medevac. Get back up in that medevac. You're going to die otherwise. Cruising on in to the front door. Medevac is taking Spore Crawler shots. Ling's trying to be there when the unload happens. Queen's getting stabs off. If these queens come back around this way, I think this medevac is going to die. Oh, the boost! The boost ends up saving it as the queens are darting in for the death hit there. Ghosts very coolly hanging out in their full body suits. We got Lings trying to do stuff over here. Again, tanks really shut that down pretty easily. Steady targeting down a queen. All right, so low ground to high ground scanning. This is ghost harassment, you guys. I'm flabbergasted by this. I don't think I've ever seen it before. 4 HP on that medevac says you got to go home and get repaired. Thank you very much. Liberator cruising in for further harassment. I just think ETpwnHome should be way up in worker supply. He hasn't really taken any economic damage at all. Nope. And a Zerg player who hasn't lost drones in the first 6.5 minutes is a scary Zerg player indeed. It's on 3 bases. Honestly, probably could go for a 4th right now. You're sitting on 1,000 minerals, ETpwnHome. I understand you're a bit flustered because you're seeing something you don't usually see if you've ever seen it before. So I understand that feeling of just being like, what do I do here exactly? Liberator sets up. Good pull. Good drone pull there. Queens setting up. Can 2 queens hit? No. Pull back. Oh, the transfuse. Oh, just pulled back just barely enough. And the Liberator dies there. I don't know if that... I don't think that was a fair trade. I really don't think so. There we go. ETpwnHome throwing up a 4th at the 6 o'clock position. Any sign of a 3rd? Hey, Ruff. Oh, yeah, he's double expanding. Sure. Why not? Why not double expand? Creep spread is happening here. There you go. ETpwnHome tossing down 1,000,000 creep tumors. And by 1,000,000, I mean how many new ones? It's going to be 5, 6, 7 of... Well, it would have been 7 of them. But anyway, it's a lot of tumors spreading across that middle section here. Roach's Hydralisks +1/+1 on the way for ETpwnHome. Ruff's getting a sensor tower. He's landed his 3rd. He's going to saturate that guy in just a minute here, too. Army supply is 42-25. ETpwnHome has a nice lead, but that is falling apart by the 2nd tier as we're making more medevacs. The ghosts are ready to rock. I am shocked. Oh, they do have personal cloaking. I was going to say, they don't have personal cloaking. They do. They do now. Which means if you're out on the map and you're attacking and there's only 1 overseer or 2 overseers, you can steady target those and then suddenly you are invisible. So I like this. I like the mass cloaked ghost thing. Can be pretty fantastic. The problem is banelings really wreck you. Do we have even a baneling nest? We saw mass ghost and ETpwnHome says, you know what? I don't need banelings. Banelings are for chumps. He is going Roach Hydra, which pretty fantastic against ghosts too. Steady targeting can one-shot either a Roach or a Hydra, no problem. But it's just you can get overwhelmed is the problem with the Roaches and the Hydralisks. So ETpwnHome is on 4 bases. He is at 125 supply, 80 workers. He really should just start pumping Roaches and Hydras at this stage and go for something. See how it can work. The tank count is currently 3, which is not really enough for a maxed out Roach Hydra style army. So ETpwnHome... If he can be aggressive here, he can do a lot of damage or maybe just outright win this game at this stage. His queens have not really been involved with injecting recently. They're all sitting over here at the 4th, happily injecting their faces off into this one, where there are 5 queens sitting around just chilling. Not many resources lost so far in this game. 700 for ETpwnHome, 300 for Ruff. There's your 5th base. ETpwnHome tossing that up along the right side. Creep spread has been okay thus far. I like how he is hitting all different areas. This is a lot of creep. The thing is, for unorthodox, big meching Terran strategies, if you let them get up to a maxed army, you're going to have a bad time. At that point, you have to make an efficient trade in a fight you're probably going to lose and have to remax and then win. You're not going to beat a maxed out mech army with Zerg. You're just not. It just doesn't happen. I mean, you can trade... Again, efficiently probably lose stuff, but you have to trade efficiently, and that is difficult to do. It can be hard. But ETpwnHome's played a lot of games. Again, he's at the GM level, so he knows what to do. He's making Swarm Host is the idea. Ah, that building armor upgrade. What is it? The Neo Steel frame includes building armor and the ability to put more units into bunkers and command centers and orbital commands. So it's a pretty good upgrade. Terrans, well, a subgroup of Terran fans have been wanting that upgrade to be put together for years and merged into one. Finally, Blizz was like, all right, cool, it's 2019, let's do it. This is definitely a game on the latest patch, in case you were wondering. If you've been watching Katowice, holy smokes, amazing, amazing games from that. I am looking forward to casting those when those replays become available. Should be fairly soon, honestly. They might already be out by the time this thing gets posted, in which case... yeah, in which case, I think we'll start seeing Katowice maybe after this one. But we've seen... who have we seen posted here? We've seen Ketrock. Ketrock had an interesting game for sure earlier this week. We also had, oh, was it a railgun? Who else did I cast? Pig! We had a pig game too. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, just some of these lower level, GM level, famous players, people that you know and love that aren't participating in Katowice because they're not quite that good. But still, people that are really fun. They're out there on Twitch. I believe Ruff has a Twitch channel. We'll go ahead and link that in the description here too. Remind me to do so if I forget, please. The first people who watch this. It is nukes though. Ruff's going for nukes. He's got high-sec auto-tracking going for Blue Flame Thors. Yeah, I mean, he's just doing whatever he wants right now. He's really been left alone, and I think that might be a mistake from ETpwnHome. Sure, you've been left alone, so you're maxed out at 11 minutes with a big, scary Swarm Host. They are Banelings. Hooray! Banelings are here. There we go. Ruff takes a 4th, and Adrenal Glands, Baneling Speed, Zergling Speed, Roach Speed. So a lot of speed upgrades have been done by ETpwnHome, and going for attack upgrades in range 2. All right, so Ruff has a lot of bases, but ETpwnHome does as well. And, oh, I don't think this is surviving, guys. Say goodbye to your newly morphing planetary fortress. There's no saving this at all. That's a cancel and a lift, man. Wait, they're not attacking. There they are. Now they're attacking the planetary fortress. There's a lift. Okay. So cancel and a lift. And you know what? Ghosts trade out pretty well against Locust. That bonus damage versus light really comes into play. The problem for Ruff is there's creep creeping up on his 4th here. His 5th also has creep just across the way here. There's a Nydus coming up on the left side to go ahead and attack this area too. ETpwnHome has everything covered. He probably thinks he has this game won, as he has so many bases. He's got enough workers, 70 workers, that he can't even really fully saturate all of the bases that he has, which is where you need to start harassing. You need to start trying to slow down Ruff here, slow down his income. I guess this probably works, man, right? I mean, this is a great place. Oh, the scan and the retreat. Okay, so missile turrets, not really the focus here all that much. Now they are. All right, so missile turrets are going to go down. Some SCVs going to get rocked here as well. That's a lot of dead SCVs. You have to run the SCVs out of there or they will die. Oh, boy. That is 9 workers killed. Another Nydus Swarm erupts on the right side. Scan sees that one. Ruff is aware of what's going on here. This one is outside of his scan radius, though, so he does barely know that one exists. And he definitely knows this one exists, and that's where you pop them out of this one, because the army's heading over to the new one, right? The new hotness is always the scary thing. Although it's dead now, so maybe that's not that big of a deal. Blue Flame Hellbats with a blue skin. Just really very nice that way. This Nydus is going to get chopped down by Ruff's forces, too. Ghosts, mostly. And then here comes the scary, scary Ling Roach Baneling army, and everybody gets out. Nobody dies. The medevacs do manage to escape from that position. Double Nydus again. ET is going to try to knock down one of these bases, kill workers, slow down Ruff, make good trades. Locusts are eventually free units for actual units. He's getting... what? Ruff is getting the upgrade for medevacs that allows them to do the boost more often. Steady targeting on Banelings and Hydras. What a weird strategy that is. Coming on in again, trying to get rid of what? More SCVs. This natural base isn't even really all that saturated, though. And once again, Ghosts not able... I mean, Ghosts aren't even really taking shots on these Locusts. Their range is enough. They can take down the Locusts before the Locusts get too close to them. So creep spread about where it's going to be. I feel like ETpwnHome is done with it for the time being, as Ruff is really stuck in here. Honestly, ET needs to take this space and this space and this space and this space and this space. He needs as big of a bank as he can possibly get here, because Ruff is going to move out at some point with a lot of Thors. Oh, he's going to nuke down this Nydus. Is that an efficient use of nukes? Sure, why not? Meanwhile, more Locusts on the right side. That's not going to happen. Planetary Fortress, Blue Flame Hellbats. I'm going to save that one, and this Nydus Worm is going to die too. So Ruff really hasn't made a push onto the creep at all in this game, other than that one. Well, those 4 ghosts in that medevac earlier got some stuff done. But only 2,000 resources lost for both of these players 15 minutes into this game. It's been just kind of a very steady, slow build-up for both of these guys. Neural Parasite on the way from ETpwnHome. He's going to go ahead and try to go for some mind control on the Thors would be my guess. But steady targeting versus Infestors is pretty efficient stuff. Income here definitely favoring ETpwnHome, 2,000 versus 1,700. It's not a huge increase or huge benefit, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Also going for the Greater Spire, working on +2 Flyer Carapace. I'd like ETpwnHome to take additional bases. I love the Nydus stuff, but what's he doing with his APM? Otherwise, he hasn't even saturated this space on the right side at all. He's not fully saturating this space. 60 workers. He's got 60 workers. Make a ton more workers. Get a bigger bank, dude. Nydus 1. Nydus 2. Guess which it is. Guess which door. And the Hellbats. The Hellbats are the play right now. Versus these Locusts. They're going to try to wipe out that Planetary Fortress. But again, the splash damage versus air is really good. And then the Ghosts come in and just, the Locusts are just getting absolutely neutered here. This is the most effective use of shutting down Locusts I've ever seen. I think Ruff has the perfect composition for this. Pushing on out now. Ruff is coming across the creep, killing tumors. Little small Blue Flame Hellion run by down the left side here. Maybe we try to get something done there, but there's not much really to get done. Bailing's on the Hellbats. Thors, Neural Parasite on a cup 3 of these Thors on the left side. Bailing's attacking, Hydras and Roaches attacking with their new Thor friends. Holy crap, that Thor's gonna die. Doing splash damage there too. Neural Parasite, on the 3 again here. High ground is actually giving vision right now, but these Thors are helping in the engagement. What an insane situation this is. I'm loving what ETpwnHome is doing right now. Steady targeting on the Roaches and the Hydralisks. The Infestors get on out of there. There's only 1 Thor remaining after all of that carnage. All of that mind control. I love that position. ETpwnHome with a high ground position with the Infestors really making it happen there. All right, so the problem, again, for Ruff here is he's on 4 bases, which is nice. 5 bases? 5 bases, which is nice. But ETpwnHome just has pretty much the entire map to expand to if he wants to. I don't know about coming back on in here, dude. I guess wiping out, gotta land at some point, man. So he tries to take down a tank, can't even do that. Huh. Ghosts, not bad against Locusts, you guys. 12 kills on that one, 5 on that one. The Ghosts have been raking it up. ETpwnHome is on 59 workers, which is not where you want to be. He's got a 139 army supply, which is insane. But a lot of that is tied up in swarm hosts, which are not good for 41 seconds at a time. Right? There's big old gaps where they're just horrible. Looks like ETpwnHome is going to sacrifice or start to saturate this space on the right side. Resources lost 8,000 to 6,700. Ruff has lost more, but not by a whole ton. He's working on 3-3 for his Mech, which is fantastic. Additional Thors in production here, too. And the Ghosts have just really paid for themselves at the stage, I want to say, in Locust prevention, if nothing else. Creep tumor clearing sort of commencing here. He doesn't want to push too far into that because Banelings can get there really fast and suddenly cause you major problems. ETpwnHome going after yet another area. The Ghost Academy is maybe a good target. What are you even trying to do here? Is he trying to kill these SCVs, I guess? That seems okay. The refineries don't have many resources in them, to the point that I'm not sure if it's even worth rebuilding. But this Nydus does get found. Ruff's going to wipe that one out too. So a lot of the resources lost here for ETpwnHome have been Nydus Worms. 6 in total. 11 Lings, 11 Hydras, 10 Roaches, 21 Banelings. I mean, it hasn't been a huge ton of lost stuff out of ETpwnHome. It's mostly just been those Worms. He's not replacing the creep that he's losing. He is throwing up additional Nydus Worms, again, 2 at a time, just for the psychological warfare of it. And Ruff has a 6th base. ETpwnHome has not been able to take down any of Ruff's bases in this game at all, and it's driving me insane. He needs to do that. Left side Nydus erupts, right side Nydus erupts. I just love that animation and that sound. It makes me happy. Coming on in to what he rebuilt these. What? He rebuilt the refineries. What a weirdo. Ooh, mules down, SCVs down, and refineries down. That's hilarious. He's replaced them twice. I guess every bit of gas helps, and they do have 300 and 200 gas respectively, so it's not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Alright, so ETpwnHome using this base on the right side for gas. This base still not being used for anything at all. I mean, he's being too passive. I want to say here, I like what he's doing, but he needs to just wipe out a base, lose an army, come back around, remax from your bank, and do it again and again and again. Fully saturate these bases. Just get 100 workers if you need to. I understand you like having a giant army. That's fantastic. But what you need here is bank. If you have a giant army versus a giant army and Ruff's bank is as big as yours is, you don't have the benefit that you really need. So do we have any nukes? No nukes remaining. Just the one. Just the one. Creep spread getting cleared out. The ghosts are not choosing to actually attack creep spread as they're on don't attack stuff unless I tell you to mode, which is pretty good. Another Nydus form erupting on the left side. 2 Nydus forms erupting on the left side. And here we go. Major engagement. Oh, the mind control is for real right now. Banelings exploding on those ghosts. Decent hits there for sure. Thors murdering Thors right now, which is so dang good. A lot of Thors have died in this game, you guys. Number of Thors down is going to be 19. And will make it a good even 20 there. Ghosts remaining. 83 to 128 army supply. Locusts flying on up, trying to wipe out this base while the ghosts are away. The Locusts will play. Are they going to take it down? They're trying to get that ghost. They're trying to get that PF. Is there enough DPS here? I think that there is. The building armor helping immensely, though. And you know what? And the repair. The planetary fortress does end up living. Great job. Great job there by the planetary fortress. He's got a full 12 kills. Good job by him. ETpwnHome making nothing but banelings right now, which seems actually not bad. You can just baneling bust this planetary, baneling bust this planetary, baneling bust this planetary. They can't lift off. They can't run away. Mass baneling might be enough here, as the ghosts don't really want to mess with that either. I say. Indeed. Another bunch of locusts. They really want to take down this planetary. I don't know if they can. Remember, the building armor upgrade. Really good, and now the ghosts are here. You're just not getting it at all. Trying to focus down some of these ghosts, but there's the cloak, and now you can't even see them, and they just, locusts die so fast. They die so fast to that. Corvid reactor on the way. Ruff wants his ravens, of which he has a total of 0, to have additional starting energy, which, fine, I guess. Creep spreading still happening. ETpwnHome is not taking these bases, and it's driving me insane. Just take them. You need to mine out base quicker is what I think needs to happen here. You need to mine out the bases so that Ruff doesn't have the resources he needs when we get into super late game. This needs to be planning for super duper late game. We're already 22 minutes into this thing. Another Nydus erupts. Right side Nydus? Yep, that's it right there. Planetary Fortress. Ghosts are not in position to save this one. Missile turrets kind of are. Ghosts are coming in, and they're going to save it. By golly, look at this. Oh, but the banelings are here now. This planetary fortress will go down. Baneling support is what you needed the whole time, ETpwnHome. Steady targeting actually canceled. The banelings get out of the range of that. A base does go down and immediately is being replanted. Finish this one off, too. There's nothing defending this. There's a tank here. I guess the ghosts are back into position. Ruff knows what he's doing that way. That's a lot of banelings. 21 banelings in production along this left side. Upgrades for them are 3-3. All the 3s, man, except for flyer attack, which is only +2. Which, I mean, at this point, +3 is on the way. So you can have all the upgrades you've ever wanted. ETpwnHome definitely should be playing that way. All right, so banelings with 21 banelings. Yep, I think this one is toast. There's a tank here and a PF. Oh, he's just going after SCVs and sensor towers. All right. Oh, man, he could have got the planetary too, though. Where's the repair? Where's the repair? 45 workers left for Ruff. Another attack swinging on in with Locust. Your new command center? Nope. 53 workers killed. ETpwnHome has been wrecking the economy of Ruff. No sensor tower for you either. Another free SCV goes down. The replant and the repair, rather, here for Ruff has been amazing. He's got a new base. I mean, it's not a new base, but it's a very vulnerable base that I feel like ETpwnHome should have wrecked at some point previously. Oh, Hyperflight Rotor Banshee out of Ruff. Okay. With Cloak. He's going to try to snipe down... Okay, snipe down Infestors. That's what I feel like he's going for here. Do you have... Are you doing a good job transferring drones? Not really. These guys could be transferred. The main and the natural are clearly mined out. Nothing to see there. Another base up here would be pretty good. Another Locust swarm swinging on into this particular base up at the north position. And again, ghosts. No banelings wall. They cloak as soon as the Locusts swoop in. That is just beautiful. Beautiful tactics there. Out of Ruff. Tank high ground advantage. He's got 3-3 on his mech. Trying to take down spines, trying to take down whatever he can. What is sneaking over this way? I don't know, but there are spores and spines present. So any ghosts trying to sneak down that way are going to have a really, really bad time. Another nuke in production. More Nydus worms. I just can't get...
Assimilation successful.
That poor tank gets mind controlled and then murdered. Like, what a 1-2 punch that is. Just a kick to the guts for sure. All right, man. Ruff has a maxed out army. He's got maxed out supply. 157 army supply is so much army of mech. It really is. Once again, the Locust coming in. Do you have detection? If you don't have detection, why are you even doing that? Mistake. Mistake from ETpwnHome. Ooh, nuke attempt up here, which is going to catch nothing? I mean, quite possibly literally nothing. It is going to land, which is nice. But it'll do damage to little damage over here, I guess, on those spines, but otherwise, trying to sneak over this way onto the high ground and maybe get some knurls on these Thors. Knurl. That's where we are with this, and suddenly half of your force is fighting you. Where's the detection? You have got to kill these ghosts, you guys. You need to be killing ghosts with these Thors. Killing other Thors is nice, but the ghosts are your problem, I think. Bam! Steady targeting, takes one down. Infestors pulling back. A lot of them have max energy, which is amazing stuff here. Ghost coming around the outside. EMP all over the Infestors. Beautiful job. Some of the Infestors do not have the EMP going. They are fighting each other right now. Ghost taking serious hits there as well. Oh my gosh, the Ghosts are getting wrecked by their own Thors. The Thors are still alive, though. The Infestors pulling back. Some of them do have max energy. And ends up going down there. 133 to 67 army supply. ETpwnHome is fighting hard right now. He's got more Nydus coming up on the right side. This is another base that he's starting to saturate a little bit with 55 workers. Oh gosh, no, the medevacs. No, the medevacs. There's nowhere to go. Get the medevacs. All right, fine. And now the Thors are taking out some of these drones, which is okay. I mean, they're super low on HP, so they're toast. Meanwhile, Luke is flying on in. Remember those ghosts that were concerning me so much earlier? Not anymore. Lift the command center. Not lifting the command center. The command center is going to die, and this one possibly too. Ruff is falling apart a little bit here, you guys. His army got wiped out. ETpwnHome still has the Locust. The Locust attack is a huge play for him, but guess what? Hyperflight Rotor Banshees with Cloak and +1 air attack are here. Is this just going to be the revenge? Is this Ruff's revenge? Oh my gosh, everything's going to die. Ah! Now, the thing about Hyperflight Rotor Banshees is they're not faster than Mutas, but they are faster than Overseers, even Overseers with speed. So dealing with these when they're cloaked is nigh impossible. It's so difficult. Ruff's losing bases. He's mining out of what he has left over. These Banshees need to get him back in the game, and 10 Corruptors in production. Interesting. I guess if you're using Corruptors in an offensive capability, right? Where are my swarm hosts? Wipe out this base. It's basically one of the only 2 mining locations right now for Ruff. I'm sure this one exists, but whatever. He's down to 34 workers. ETpwnHome is only down to 30 as well, so I'm not sure how much I should be talking here. Hyperflight Rotor Banshees cruising on down. They're going to find this base. There are some spores here, but not enough spores. Unfortunately for you, the Lings show up. The Corruptors show up to chase them away, which, all right, fine. Defensive position is great. Ghost Academy focus down. Supply Depot down, too. Free Ghost, free Ghost, free Ghost. Oh, Cloaks at the last second. That was huge. That was hugely huge there. We're getting additional attacks. Yep, +2 attack for Banshees is on the way. This game is insanity right now. More and more Corruptors. Corruptors just chasing, trying to get shots off. One Banshee does go down. I really feel like ETpwnHome has done a great job here. He needs to wipe out these bases. The Banshees can do whatever they want. The Corruptors will defend against them no matter what. Everybody gets back into the Nydus because Nydus unloading and loading is so incredibly fast. And just, you know what? Just going for it, man. ETpwnHome's going into the main base to wipe out this production. And you know what? I think it's a pretty darn good decision if you ask me. You know what? Honestly, Caustic Spray on the... You have an angle to Caustic Spray this base, although there are some ghosts down here. And some Ravens with auto turret potential, but this is a lot of dead factory potentially. This is a lot of dead potential units here. This is War Chest skin. It's a good-looking skin, too, that Ruff has. I like it very, very much. So, yeah, goodbye Starports. Banelings exploding on stuff for some reason. Hydra's actually focusing down the Ravens quite nicely. Neural Parasite on the Vikings. Okay, on the Vikings. The anti-air, the Overseer here providing additional range. Oh, the Banshees are all in trouble right now. There's the detection available. The Banshees are taking serious. His anti-air is so amazing out of these infested Terrans. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. 153 to 78 supply. Ruff is down to what right now? He's got 16 tanks, 3 Vikings, and a Hellbat. More assimilation successful on these tanks and on these Thors. Fighting each other, trying to focus down the infestors if you can. More infested Terrans coming down to distract the attacks here. ETpwnHome is using infested Terrans, or Neural Parasite and infested Terrans in ways that I have not seen before. It's been beautiful. Out of our friendly Zerg player, we're 31 minutes into this game. He's going to lose all these infestors. There's really not any saving those at all. Although, do you have any scans available? Oh my gosh, he doesn't have scans available. That's huge. All right, so finish off, yes, finish those off, and then just Caustic Spray down the base. There you go. ETpwnHome. Caustic spraying down the base. The infestors are getting wiped out, which is problematic, but ETpwnHome has the giant bank, 8,000, 7,000 here. Continuing to attack on in right now. It's just a 144 to 61 army supply. Another base going to get taken down. Combination of Hydras and Corruptors here in production. More and more Vikings out of Ruff to deal with this. I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's enough at all. The Corruptors flying in, taking shots for no reason. And now there are Broodlords, and now suddenly this base is in a lot of trouble. Ruff is not even going to try to defend it. It's heading down for a base race style scenario. There are spines in a lot of places, though, but these drones are toast, which is a bit of a problem if you're ETpwnHome, but overall, I'm not sure how much you care about that. You have so many other bases you could saturate if you need to right now. No. Do not go home. Thor with new anti-air capabilities doing pretty good against that Broodlord, but outnumbered about 7 to 1 there. That's not a good look for you. That planetary fortress does go down. Ruff is down to almost nothing right now. Those tanks are going down. Oh, 67 army supply. Hellions versus Blue Flame Hellbats. Not in those numbers. And ETpwnHome making it happen here, you guys, with everything. With Broodlords, Corruptors, Hydralisks. Oh, hang on. The Broodlords are toast. Suddenly the Broodlords are dead, as they are unsupported, and there are Vikings with +2 attack present. And by +2, I mean, yes, +2. Hydra's going to save him a little bit, right? Fully upgraded Hydra is pretty scary things for Vikings to deal with. But the income for Ruff is 0. He's done. I don't even know how it's anything above 0 right now. I mean, I guess he's long-distance mining a little bit over here, which is totally understandable. But Hydras, Corruptors, whack, whack, whack. More Broodlords in production. Yeah, the Hydras can handle a good number of Vikings that come up and try to deal with this. And, oh, I guess we have some mineral piles over there, too. Mineral formations over there, too. Blue Flame Hellions on the ground trying to clear out the Hydras. Infested Terrans screwing everything up, though. And suddenly, anti-air against the Vikings is insane. 3 Broodlords end up surviving the day. And that's your good game. ETpwnHome is your victor in 33 minutes and 50 seconds. Holy cannoli. That was an amazing game. That was one of the most entertaining, amazing ZVT unorthodox style games I have ever seen. Just amazing. APMs over 200 for both of these players here. Resources lost 61,000 for Ruff and 43,000 for ETpwnHome. I just... We had Nydus. We had Neural Parasite. We had Thors and tanks and a Ghost Rush and nukes and all sorts of beautiful, beautiful stuff. What a fantastically entertaining game to cast. I hope you enjoyed watching it. 39 Thors died. That's a lot of Thors. 19 tanks, 26 ghosts. I think the beginning of the end for Ruff is when his ghosts died. He brought him on that attack, and Banelings killed most of them, and Thors finished off the rest, and suddenly the ghost group was a lot smaller and much harder to exercise their will. 5 planetary fortresses down. 2 orbital commands down. There were some command centers. Yep, 3 command centers dead as well. 2 hatcheries died to Ruff's attacks. 5 Broodlords, 21 Infestors, 80 Hydralisks, 18 Nydus Worms died in this game, which is insane. 128 Creep Tumors, and 52 Lings. I mean, I almost feel like ETpwnHome didn't lose all that much. So a lot of that was Locust. Did any Swarm Hosts die? Holy crap. No, one Swarm Host died in this game. That's amazing. He made 16 Swarm Hosts in this game, and all of them survived the whole game but 1. That is some amazing, amazing Swarm Host control. Where are you all in this, Nydus? I want to see how many kills you have. Can we back it up enough? Do you think we can get them coming out of here? They've been in here for a while. Ah, there they are. Stop. Pause. Stop. Get out of here. This thing. All right, so 5 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills, 2 kills. All right, man. So they're not like killing machines here. 11 kills on that one. But as far as damage done to bases, planetary fortresses, command centers, forcing Ruff to stay on his back foot there, I think they definitely paid for themselves throughout this entire game. That was sick. Wow. All right. Well, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out, and you take care of yourself.